Matthew 8, 1-4. When he came down from the mountain, great multitudes followed him. The crowds had heard his words upon the mount, words spoken with authority, words that revealed the righteousness of the kingdom of heaven. As he descended, the people pressed around him, drawn not only by what he taught, but by who he was. Among those who approached him was a leper. In the world of first century Israel, leprosy was more than a disease. It carried ceremonial and covenantal implications under the law of Moses. According to the instructions given in the law, a leper was considered unclean. He lived separated from society, excluded from the temple, and cut off from the normal life of Israel. The priests determined his status, and the law regulated his isolation. Yet this man comes near to Jesus. Matthew records that the leper came and worshipped him, saying, "Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean." His words reveal two profound recognitions. First, he acknowledges the authority of Jesus. He addresses him as Lord and bows before him. Second, he recognizes the power residing in him. The question in the leper's mind is not whether Jesus has the ability, but whether he is willing. The confidence of the leper rests entirely in the person standing before him. Then Jesus stretches out his hand and touches him. This act itself is striking. According to the regulations of the law, touching a leper brought ceremonial defilement. Yet in this moment, the direction of uncleanness is reversed. Instead of impurity spreading to the one who touches, cleansing flows from him who touches the unclean. Jesus says, "I am willing, be cleansed." Immediately the leprosy departs. The cleansing is instantaneous, demonstrating that the authority present in Jesus surpasses the limitations of disease and the boundaries set by ritual impurity. What the law could diagnose but never cure, his word removes completely. The law identified uncleanness and required separation, but it did not possess the power to cleanse the inner condition that produced it. In contrast, the word spoken by Jesus accomplishes what the law could only describe. This moment reveals the arrival of something greater than the system that had governed Israel for centuries. Yet after healing him, Jesus instructs the man carefully. "See that you tell no one, but go, show yourself to the priest, and offer the gift that Moses commanded as a to them." The instruction points directly back to the law of Moses, specifically the procedures described in Leviticus concerning the cleansing of a leper. According to that command, a healed leper was required to present himself to the priest and offer the prescribed sacrifices so that the priest could officially declare him clean. Jesus does not ignore this process. Instead, he directs the man to follow it. At this moment in history, the covenantal system of Israel was still standing. The temple remained, the priesthood functioned, and the law continued to govern the nation. By sending the healed man to the priest, Jesus provides a testimony within that system itself. The priests would examine a man who had been undeniably healed, and the evidence would stand before them that the power of God was at work in their midst. Thus, the miracle becomes a witness to those who oversaw the temple and the sacrificial order. The cleansing of the leper therefore carries layered significance. On the surface, it is a compassionate act of healing. On a deeper level, it reveals the authority of Jesus over the conditions defined by the law. The law could separate the unclean from the community, but the presence of the Messiah restores what had been excluded. The touch of Jesus demonstrates that purity proceeds from him rather than being guarded by ritual distance. His word brings immediate restoration where the law could only pronounce diagnosis. Matthew presents this event immediately after the teaching on the mountain to show that the authority heard in his words is the same authority manifested in his works. The one who spoke about the righteousness of the kingdom now demonstrates the power of that kingdom in action. The leper approached with nothing but confidence in the willingness of the Lord, and the response he received revealed the character of the one standing before Israel. A Lord whose authority cleanses completely, and whose word accomplishes instantly what no ritual or regulation could ever produce.